Today we have to discuss about the topic odontogenic keratocyst in cyst and tumor. First of all, we learn some more basic in what is the cystic structure. That is, this is the epithelium, this is the lumen, this is the cystic wall, this is the cystic capsule or cystic wall. What is odontogenic keratocyst? The odontogenic keratocyst is this lining epithelium produce so much of keratin, that keratin accumulation that leads to form a cyst. So this is a odontogenic keratocyst. This origin is this dental lamina. This dental lamina are a remnant of epithelial cells that leads to produce a too much of cyst, leads to formation of cyst. The cyst called odontogenic keratocyst because it is in dental in origin. The dental lamina is a dental in origin, so it is called odontogenic keratocyst. Synthesis of keratin is called keratocyst, odontogenic keratocyst. Sometimes the surface epithelium leads to the basal invaginations towards that basal invagination like this. This invaginations leads to formation of the cyst, so it is called as the odontogenic keratocyst. Based on the clinical features, it is referred as tumor by World Health Organization because like tumor it is a aggressive odontogenic lesions that also can recurrence to like tumor. It is also recurrence. It is also associated with nevoid basal carcinoma. What is nevoid basal carcinoma? The nevoid basal carcinoma is the basal cell layer proliferation like this like proliferation in the surface cell basal cell layers, so that leads to formation of the cancer cells, so it is called nevoid basal carcinoma. At the same time, we have to say it is mutation in PTCH. What is the role of PTCH? The PTCH gene role is that is a tumor suppressor gene because this PTCH control that SMO mutation. The SMO role is to synthesis the too much of cells. It is controlled by PTCH. In fact, the mutation in the PTCH gene, so SMO synthesis more large amount of the cells that leads to that tumor. So finally concluded this tumor. But however, none of this is not acceptable. So because they consider that this PTCH gene mutation is seen only in these nevoid basal carcinoma conditions, not seen in alone. So PTCH gene mutation only seen in nevoid basal carcinoma, not seen in non-syndromic recessive. It is not seen in alone. Because at the same time, we have to say there is no SMO mutation in these cells. Otherwise, sometimes they also say it is a dentigerist also have a PTCH gene mutation, but no, it is called as a tumor. At the same time, what the keratinosis odontogenic cyst also have a PTCH mutation gene, so it is also a tumor. But why don't say this is not a tumor? They concluded. So they have identified this a cyst. The odontogenic keratocyst contain this type of palisade basal cell layers and 6 to 10 layers of thickness, and corrugated pattern parakeratin layers are seen. In maxilla, the common site is a third molar and extend up to cuspids. In mandible, this is also seen in the third molar and extend up to angle of the ramus of the mandible, sometimes seen in the anterior regions. Lesions in children, it is multiple. The odontogenic keratocyst is a component of nevoid basal. Sometimes it is independent of the syndrome. It is asymptomatic unless they become secondarily infected, like pre-operative or post-operative surgery. This cyst leads to form the unless it is asymptomatic. If it is like pre-operative, post-operative surgeries, the cyst leads to formation of like infected. So that infection become like pain, soft tissue swelling, and sometimes discharge of drainage in pus drainage, like discharge of the pus in this area. According to neurological manifestation, that is the paresthesia of lip or teeth, that like paining, like pricking of lip in pricking a needle in lip or teeth, that pain similar like this. The hospital lesions contain straw colored fluid like this, and keratin materials also seen in this area. The radiographic features, it is unilocular radiolucency like This it is well defined peripheral rim also seen in this area. The border is like scalloped. This represents that growth pattern of the cyst. The multilocular odontokeratogenic cyst is also having a central cavity having satellite cyst or daughter cyst, because this palisade basal cell layers invagination towards the cell wall that leads to formation of small island. That small island form satellite cyst or daughter cyst. The cyst leads to development of large cyst. So central cavity having satellite cyst, they represent satellite cyst. It is look like ameloblastoma and dentigerous cyst. So in radiography, it is look like ameloblastoma and dentigerous cyst. So it is advised to take the biopsy. In biopsy, in 20% cases, this unilocular cyst look like dentigerous cyst. This is the dentigerous cyst. This look like this. At the same time, multilocular 40% cases, you have to see multilocular. It is present in the proximity area, so root resorption is seen, because this the cyst the proximity to the root surface. So root resorption we have to seen in the areas. This peripalisade cells are look like in a tombstone's appearance. At the same time, this picket tends like this appearance the palisade cells. The histology is this is corrugated, like this corrugated wavy pattern in these areas. At the same time, 6 to 10 basal thickness, like the palisades look like tombstones and picket stones appearances. This is formed with a stratified squamous epithelium. So orthokeratin, this area form orthokeratin or parakeratin, sometimes form both. In parakeratin, it is arranged in a corrugated patterns. No retirages, so epithelium get peel off. What is the role of retirages? The retirages helps to interlocking two layers of the cells like this. If the retirages is absent, it is peel off. Inflammatory, whenever the inflammatory processes occur or a loss of in this area leads to loss of keratination and reti process are developed. Small island and satellite cyst also found like this in this area. We have to see small island and satellite cyst are also seen like this. The small island and satellite cyst are formed from this lining basal cell epithelium palisade basal cells that leads to invagination and to form a small island or small island. The small island leads to satellite cyst or daughter cyst that can develop into lead to form a multilocular cyst. If it is untreated, the dysplastic and neoplastic transformation of lining epithelium, this dysplastic and neoplastic transformation of lining epithelium that leads to epidermoid carcinoma. The treatment is surgical excision because this complete eradication of the cyst is very difficult, because the cystic wall is very thin and fragile, so it is easily fragmented. So recurrent it is higher in mostly in mandibular molar or ascending ramus of the mandible. It is due to left begin after surgery. In order to avoid those conditions, doctor suggested that three techniques. One is marsupialations, another one is enucleation and primary closure, another one is enucleation and packaging opening. What is marsupialations? It is a marsupial. This marsupial consisting of the child in the pouch of the area. So this like the cyst. The cyst is like the complete removal of the total cyst, like marsupial's child, like this cyst. So at the same time, enucleation. The enucleation is directly open the cystic wall and enucleate the cystic lumens and suture it. Enucleation and packaging open means at the same time. Enucleation means that is directly open the cystic wall and enucleate the cystic lumens and packaging with some cotton gauze like materials or packaging with the closed.